What's up guys, Chris here. I decided to give HIIT high intensity training, one set to failure per exercise to try for 1 month. And so here's the clips from when I first did this, which would be on Monday, May 1st. And then I'll show you the after clips, which are from Monday, May 29th. So my first exercise that I did, as you can see here, is ring rows. And then this is the ring rows I did on the 29th. The first time I did the ring rows back on the 1st, I went for 92 seconds. As you can see with the second ring rows here, I'm clearly using a steeper angle. And it's a lot more difficult, and I only went for 66 seconds. But I consider that kind of a win because it was a lot more difficult. You see the effort that I'm putting in to attempt to get just, one more rep. Now, apologies for the camera here. I wasn't filming with the idea I was going to make a video out of this just to time it. The reason I'm choosing to go with time with seconds is when you count repetitions that you're doing, you're really counting time. See, every rep takes a certain amount of time, so if you said you did it for 8 or 10 or 12 reps, just the time you do each rep gives you the time you're using. So really, if you count reps, you're actually counting for time. And I decided just to count for seconds. That way, sometimes one rep is slower or longer, but if I have seconds, then I know how much it took. So as you see, I did ring rows there. And then when I hit failure, I then went to do an actual push-ups. Now, the first time I did this for ring rows, I went for 34 seconds. And then when I dropped and did push-ups, I went for 41 seconds. Now here on the 29th, workout number 5, I did the ring rows for 46 seconds. Then I did the push-ups for 34 seconds. The reason after the rows I go immediately to push-ups is I believe one of the reasons I hit failure on the ring rows is because, as you can see, my hands are shaking like this. So failure is not so much because I run out of the ability to produce the force to move my body through space, but rather that and a combination of the balancing. So my body will shut down the movement because my hands are just going all over the place. That's why I then throw in the push-ups. So to put it all together, in week 1 I went for 75 seconds. In week 5 I went for 80 seconds. Now here I'm doing a face pull, first time not body weight movement, and I'm using 50 pounds, which I did for 77 seconds. I was kind of going with the general idea that if I do the exercise for more than 80 or 90 seconds, I'll add weight. And if I chose an exercise I did for less than 30 seconds, then I would probably decrease the weight to get the time up higher. Now this is from Monday, May 29th. I did the face pulls for 94 seconds, and I added 20 pounds, so I'm using 70 pounds. So in summary, I added 20 pounds to the exercise, and I was able to do the exercise for 17 seconds longer. To me, that's a pretty good improvement to both add weight and basically add time or reps. Now here, back from the first, I'm doing military presses here, but with dumbbells. They're 27.5 pounds each, and I managed to move them for, I think it was 60 seconds exactly. You can see my tempo here. I'm trying to use about 4 seconds on the way up, 4 seconds on the way down. The idea is to eliminate any momentum. I'm not so much throwing the weight, but lifting the weight, and by attempting to keep a constant 4 or 5 seconds concentric, 4 or 5 seconds on the eccentric, I'm kind of standardizing it as much as I can. For some movements, say like a bench press, I would actually hold it in the lengthened position for a count of 1 before I go up. But what I did with the military presses is I managed to add 5 seconds over the course of 5 workouts, basically, technically 4 workouts. Now here I'm doing a modified preacher curl with a pronate grip on the easy curl bar. I had not previously done this exercise, so I can't really compare what it did. And then when I ended up hitting failure, I flipped it over, used a supinated grip, and ended up doing that for like 90 seconds. It was rather boring knowing it was, I'm waiting for failure to happen and it just wasn't happening. So the next time that I will do this or did this, I ended up adding more weight to the second part of the bicep movement here. Now, essentially, the proponents of one set to failure go with the paradigm of the purpose of the workout is to impose enough stress that your body will respond to the stress and cause an adaptation. So, right here I'm doing an overhead tricep extension. I'm just going to let you watch the whole set. I think it takes about a minute. And what I'm doing is this is the pace, and you can see how slow it goes, and you can actually see what failure is. But as I was saying, the paradigm of one set to failure is you do the workout, you impose the stress which causes the stimulus, but first thing your body has to do is recover from the stress of the workout. Only after you recover from the stress of the workout can your body then do a positive adaptation where you grow most likely grams of muscle, not so much ounces, maybe if you're lucky ounces, but grams of muscle, so that the next time you come back to the gym and do a lift, you are actually stronger. Now, if I'm wrong about doing one set to failure, what would happen is over the course of time from workout to workout, my strength would stay the same, or if I'm not imposing a sufficient enough stimulus and then resting not long enough or I'm resting too long, I would tend to get weaker. So far, as evidenced by the face pulls, since I did them for, what did I say, 17 seconds longer with 20 pounds heavier, it looks like I'm making gains, which is kind of what it's all about, getting stronger over time, progressive resistance. So this was the summary of workout 1 of me giving HIIT a try for the first couple of weeks. I'll probably put out another video where I cover what I do on a Tuesday, as well as a video of what I did on a Thursday and a Friday. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Hope I timed that right. Let's hit stop and turn this thing off.